Okay, so yesterday we talk about Selenium, some basic part of the Selenium, that how you should start the Selenium, how you should proceed with the you can say automation, like for example, how you can open a browser, what is the logic behind that, what should be the code, and what is the understanding in terms of code, like what is Chrome driver, what is web driver. Then we have learned that how we can enter a URL in the browser. Then we have learned how we can find any element. So this is you can say, let me close this. This is from the 16th batch, from the 16th. So let me open your one. So let me open this one, this one, this one. So we have learned that how you can enter the, you can say URL, then how you can say find any element. So I have told you about the locators, right? So today I'm continuing the same. Today I'm continuing the same thing. For this purpose, let me do one thing. I have to told you so many things about the locators. So let me show you one thing. Yesterday I've shown you my own website. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Okay, let me open that.
No, not.
Okay, let me show. So I have created this
You
website.
saw that HTML page yesterday that you created. That.
Okay, so today I have not shown this thing. Let me show you this one. I've not shown this thing in front of you.
No.
Okay, great. So
No.
Actually I have created this website that is not deployed anywhere, because I have just created few HTML pages and just trying to load it directly on my browser. So why I have created this, so that most of the topics I can cover at one place. Okay, so now here you will see it is a, you can say a complete web page that is actually showing you different parts. This HTML page is actually showing you 4 different individual pages. So like this is a header page, this is the left page, and this is the, you can say, user registration page, and below one is the, you can say, footer page. So this is the complete page. So we will learn one by one each and every page, then we'll come to the whole HTML page. So let me open only the user registration page first of all.
So Pradeep, we can use this to practice our testing, right?
Yes, if you want. Yes, if you want, I will.
You can share this, huh?
Sure, I will share it to you. Okay, so let me open. So here what you have to do, so let me first of all put this here. Okay, now you see when I will load it, it will open this user registration page. Now one by one I will show you everything here. So yesterday we have,
can you copy again the path?
Yes.
Can you undo and copy it again?
Okay,
sure.
Sure.
See users. Okay, it will automatically give this file, right?
Yes. Because the thing is that I have not pasted this URL here. And what you have to do, when I will share you the file, don't try to write a path for that. Simply do one thing, because I will share you this thing, this HTML page. Okay. So double click on your browser. When you double click on browser, what happens that it automatically understands that this is not actually a web application. This is just like a HTML page. So it automatically append the file part here. Getting my point?
Correct.
And when it will, the same page will be deployed on any web server, it instead of a file, it will be, you can say, prefixed with HTTP. Getting my point?
Okay, so here it is file, so it will understand that it is from the local.
Yes. It is trying to understand that I've just loaded, because this is a HTML file. Yeah, just copy. So when you load it, just copy from here, because you will see here, when you copy it from here, then automatically it give you the path. When you will try to give the path like this is the location of file, it will be incorrect. Getting my point?
Yes.
Okay, so now we have pasted this path. Let me remove this thing. So yesterday we have learned this. You can enter the URL here, and then how you can find the element. For finding the element, you have a function that is called driver dot find element, and it contains so many functions here by dot. So I told you this thing, that whenever you are trying to access by dot, it means you are able to access the static methods of a class, because by is the name of a class and you can access only the static method. So now what are these static methods? Like class name, CSS selector, ID, link text, name, partial link text, tag name, and X1. What are these things? Actually, these things are called locators. These things are called locators. Locators means because these functions are going to help you to locate, or you can say to find the element on your page. तो ये पेज, ये आपके फंक्शन क्या हेल्प कर रहे हैं? आपका help कर रहे हैं so that you can easily find the element on your web page. So these are the inbuilt static function. Getting my point? Like class name, CSS selector, ID, link text, name, partial, tag name, and XPath. So in interview, somebody asks you how many locators are there. So actually you have to tell the count of these functions, and these are 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Getting my point? So now, yesterday I also told you that whenever you try to get the code of any HTML, let me, for example, again, I will show you for this first name. I will right click on this, inspect. Okay. So it is showing you the code, this one. Are you able to do this one? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
So you
So
will see
Pradeep,
here,
there are only 8 locators, right, in total?
yes,
In Selenium.
in Selenium, these are the 8 locators which are going to help you to identify the elements. Okay, how they can be used, I will tell you one by one. Okay, so first of all, what happens that whenever you find, when you inspect any element, it will highlight the particular code. Then what you have to do, actually you have to see that what things is available in this tab. So yesterday I've told you about the tag, yes or no? What is the tag name? What is the attribute? I told you, yes or no?
Yes, for this it is input. Yes.
Yes. So let me again tell you so that it will be a, you can say, recap for you, and same time I will continue with that. So suppose this is the whole code for this first name text field, and we want to identify with the help of my locator. So which locator I have to use? How I will decide? I will first of all just see. I'm just pasting here. You don't need to paste it here. I'm just pasting so that I can tell you easily. So tag name is input. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
you will see what is the worst function which is recommended, I'm saying it is the worst function, and which is recommended by Selenium, that if you want to use that tag name, but you should not use it. Reason is that this function is given, but what is the purpose of this function? What is saying that you want to locate element with the help of tag name. Getting my point? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
So it means whenever you will call this function dot tag name, it is telling you that what you can do, you can locate an element with the help of tag name. So let's do one thing, by dot tag name, and pass the tag name which you are getting in your element. So I will get something like this. What is that? Input. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
So now the thing is that, tell me, if I will provide the input, tag name like input. So how many input field can be there in your page?
Yes, you have to search. Yeah.
Control F.
Yes, Control F and paste it F. Now tell me, how many instances you are able to see? 11. Now
11.
it means our motto is to find a locator that is giving you the unique instance. That is giving you the unique instance. If it is giving 1 of 11, it means that is now not the good locator for you for the current element. Getting my point? Okay. So now you will see this is very common problem with tag name, because the thing is that 99, I will say not 99%, 100%, every tag will be duplicate. क्योंकि tag name तो क्या होगा? That is going to be repeated. है ना? आपने देखा 11, if I'm going to create like any radio button, but the type will be input. Getting my point? तो जो tag name होता है, that is the, you can say, worst thing. We should not use that tag name stand alone. अकेले में tag name को use नहीं करना चाहिए. Clear है?
Yes.
So now the thing is that what else is present in my, you can say, what else is present in my code? You will see the thing is that now we have a style attribute. Is there any function in my, you can say, in my locator for the style? No, there is no function, right? Is there any function for the class? Yes, we have a function for class name. So you will see, you can use this one, by dot class name.
Class.
The first
class name.
So what is this class name? Class name means if your attributes, it's your, in your tag, if there any attribute which is class, then you can use this function. Class means you can use the by dot class name. So let me copy this one and I will go to here and just paste it here. So again, the thing is that every time you are trying to create any locator, you have to check it for uniqueness. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes,
So
yes.
this time you are able to see it is telling you 1 of 1.
Unique.
Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So for the timing, I am telling you this thing. At last, I will tell you that you have to use only one locator, and that is going to be work for each and everything. So it is something like that. I will tell you this is the only locator. Every time you have to use it, and it is going to work just like a just like you can say what you can say, take the example, people say that that is going to be 100% workable, जो 100% काम करेगा. In you can say sometimes we take the
Correct.
example, sometimes you can take the example, हम बोलते हैं ना, we usually use the term Ramban. What did you mean by Ramban? That is going to be work 100%. So it is something like that. So here, this is f name, we can use it. Let me go here, class name, we got the here element. So we can give any meaningful name for that. So can I take find, sorry, f name field? Yes or no?
Yes.
Can we take, right? We can take it the first name field. Okay, FIRST, or you can say f name. Let me make it simple. F name. And now what type of action I have to perform? I have to enter some text here. So we are going to use fname dot send keys. Is it okay?
Yes.
So I'm writing here Pradeep. Now let me run it and see I'm able to run this code or not. So it will open this page and it's writing Pradeep. Yes or no? You are able to see this one? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so this one we are able to use the class name. Now we can check it whether we have other options also. Yes, if you go, we have the name also. There is a name attribute. Yes or no?
Yes.
So it means, is there any function with the name? Yes, there is a locator that is called by.name. You want to see it? Just see by.name. Are you able to see this one?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
So you will see here,
Yes.
by.name means if your tag contains any attribute like name attribute, you can use this function. I'm using it and let me run it and see it is working or not. So why I'm telling you this thing, that to identify an element, you can have multiple locators, multiple ways. Are you getting my point?
Yes. So Pradeep, I have one question here. Now, if you go to again that element, okay.
Okay.
See, here we have name is also fname, value is fname, plus ID is also fname. So here, if you search for duplicates, it will show 2, maybe for example. So how you will find which is against name
Yes,
and which is against the ID?
Yes, that's why I will tell you that these are the only things which I am telling you just for your understanding, just for the interview purpose, that what is the purpose of this. I will tell you only one locator that is going to work in each and every case. Are you getting my point?
Right?
Because, yes, XPath. You guys are awesome. XPath. And I will tell you one more reason that why I'm going to focus on the XPath. Reason is that I will tell you. Suppose now this you have ID. It means if you have an ID attribute, you can directly use which function here? By.id. Yes or no?
Yes.
So let me paste it here. And let me run it. If you will see, I will run it. It will work. So in this case, it is also running, working fine. Yes or no?
Yes, yes. And Pradeep, what will happen if you run by, for example, tag name, which is having duplicate values? What will happen? Can you run one by the name?
Yes. So what will happen? Actually, by default, it picked the first one. Getting my point?
Okay.
Yes. So the thing is that it means what happened. Just see here. I'm going to write input here. You will see it. This is good. But the thing is that why it is not good? You can see. Let me run it. And you will see. It is going to work. But now the thing is, tell me, if I want to write something in the middle name or last name field. So if you will see and inspect for it. Now tell me, if I will inspect for this, let me again inspect. It is not inspecting. So let me write and inspect. Are you able to see? Here tag name is also input, yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Now think about that. If I want to write something in the last name field, but what happens? By default, it will pick the first one. So still you will try to write something in the last name and you will write the code, because think about that. You are expecting that I want to write something in the last name field. So in that case, what will happen? You will write
the code. Go to first name.
Yeah, and it will go to the first one. That's why I'm saying that it is, you can say it has so many, you can say so many ambiguities. Reason is that input is very, very common tag name. Yes or no? Okay.
Yes. Now, so Pradeep, can we use multiple locators like tag name and ID?
I am coming to that.
Okay.
Actually, I am more excited than you to come to that point, but I have to tell you a few things for the interview purpose. Yes or no? है ना?
Yes,
So that's why I'm telling. So interview, why I'm trying to cover you fast. If you have a class attribute, then you can use class name. Yes or no? If you have an ID attribute, you can use ID. Yes or no? If you have a name attribute, you can use name function. Yes or no? If
yes.
you have a tag, why I'm saying that if you have a tag, definitely you have a tag, because tag is a mandatory thing. So if you have a tag, then you can use tag name. So how many functions I've covered? Class name, ID, name, tag name, I have covered. Now what is left? Ssl selector, link text, partial link text, and XPath. Now let me first of all cover remaining of the things. Now link text is a special function. Why it is designed? Anybody know what do you mean by link text?
Means the link, some link, hyperlink or something. The text
Exactly.
with the hyperlink.
Exactly. What happens? Sometimes you have seen, I can give the example of my own page. I have a, in my application, I have a header page. Okay, let me open it individually. So if you will see, if I will open this page, are you able to see a link is there? Yes or no?
Yes.
So you have two things. You have two things. If you want to identify this element on the base of text, just inspect it. So you will see if any text is clickable, you will see, if you want to see, I can click on that and you will see what will happen. It is opening a new tab, or you can say in the same page, see in the same window, it can open a page and it is targeting to a particular file. You can see when I'm clicking on FAQ, it is opening a FAQ.html. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
So what do you mean by hyperlink? You will see how you can make sure that any text which is visible on your screen, that is a hyperlink. First of all, it will be clickable. But how you can make sure? Actually, if you want to make a clickable link on your web page, for that purpose, you have to use a tag that is called anchor tag. Usko kya bolte hai? Anchor tag. But in the tag, it is written as A. What thing you use? A. तो उसका tag name क्या होता है? अगर आप, if you want to create a hyperlink in your page, आप A tag लगा दो, it will create a hyperlink for you. Getting my point?
Yes,
So,
yes.
so validating the broken links, we can use the anchor tag as well, right?
Wow, you guys are awesome. That's why I'm saying that. I love this, man. Yes, if you are, suppose the thing is that, if suppose you have to check where it is a broken link or not. So what you will do? You will click on this link and you will check. This page should show some content. If it is showing something like that, what is? Let me show. If it is showing something like that, 404. Yes or no? It means it is a
Yes.
it is a broken link, because indirectly broken link means you are trying to access that page, but that page is not available. Getting my point?
Correct. Correct. Pradeep, where you have set the path for this STM, fag.html?
You want to learn the HTML also? Okay,
Just for.
okay,
Yeah.
let me share. Let me see. Okay, what is happening here? This is my whole home.page. If you want to see the code, yesterday I've shown you the code, little bit code I've created in front of you a small HTML. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
So you will see. Actually, what happens, I will come to a topic where I will show you about the frames. Here you will see, this is the header section. Are you able to see? Header.html. This is the left menu page, left menu. And here you will see, you are able to see the user registration page that is in the mid of my application. So these are the, this is the complete page which you are able to see, that is home.html.
Yeah.
Yes. And now I am trying to opening different page individually. Like this is the header page. This is the user registration page. Now I have combined all things in a same page, and that is my home page. Getting my point?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let me come back to the topic that what happens that if you want to work on a hyperlink thing, for that case, in that case, you have a special function for that. That is called link text. And what is the benefit of that link text locator? Whatever text you are able to see here as a hyperlink, you can pass this text as a parameter to the link text function and it will identify it. So how you will get the text? Just go to here. Are you able to see this one? Double click on this.
Yes.
This is the text. So just copy it from here, go to here and paste it here. So only on the basis of text, hypertext, it will identify it. Okay, so let me run it. So before that, I have to change this URL, yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Because this is the URL for user registration page. And currently I am telling you about only the header page. So let me, for the timing, let me open that one. So this is the header page. I will tell you about the whole thing also. Don't worry about that. I will come to that point. So let me do it here. Now let me run it and see it is able to do. But what is the thing is there? When you are doing a link text, definitely you are going to perform a click function. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
You are, because it is a hyperlink, so you are not going to write something, send keys. So let me run it and you will see it is working or not. It's working, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So it means there is a direct locator that is called link text. And what is the use of link text? If you have something like a hyperlink in your page, so you can directly identify in the base of text. You don't need to use any other locator for that. If there is an ID, you can use it, but you have a direct benefit to use the link text. Getting my point?
Yes.
So now there is another flavor of a link text. You will see what is that. I will show you. Are you able to see the partial link text? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anybody can tell me what can be the use of partial link text? Anybody can tell me?
That contains some text of the link.
Wow, you guys are awesome. Really. What is happening? That suppose you have a partial part of a text. You want to identify the element on the partial part of a text. Something like that. It is the whole text, but you want to identify on the basis of some part of the text, like this one. Yes or no?
Yes, yes. Like some part of the text is only clickable, like hyperlink. The rest is just the text, normal text, right?
No. That is not the case. The thing is that whole thing is clickable. Whole thing is the part of, you can say hyperlink.
Okay.
But you
Okay.
you don't want to use the whole text. Like what happens sometimes, this text can be really very, very big, like something, click on this link to go to this particular page. So instead of using the whole text, you want to identify, because this thing, maybe your partial thing is also unique, right? You are not using FAQ text anywhere in your page. So you can identify, you want to identify on the basis of this text, because you know that it is a unique, right? So in that case, you don't need to give the whole link, whole text here, but you have to use partial link text. And you will see when I will run it, it will run. Reason is that because this partial text is again unique. But if there is a duplicacy, again it will create a problem. Yes or no?
Yes.
So now
this partial text can be available anywhere in the string, middle, start, and anywhere. Anywhere. It actually it is going to check whether any hyperlink, means any text which is available in the anchor tag, a tag, and the text it is going to compare. Getting my point? Yes.
So now this is the thing for the FAQ. Now what is left here? Again, now the thing is left, that is one is CSS selector, and one thing is left, that is XPath. Only two things is left. Yes or no?
Yes.
So for the timing, you can say forget about the CSS selector. First of all, come to the XPath. Actually, CSS selector and XPath, you can say these are the two competitors. So first of all, let me cover the XPath, then I will tell you about the CSS. Okay?
Pradeep?
So now, yeah.
Yeah, if we have multiple hyperlinks.
So if you have the hyperlinks, what you want to do? Tell me your problem.
Like we have one for FQA, and if we have another for example, help link, in that way, how to do that?
So again, same thing. Every time, if you want to click on a hyperlink, you have to give the text which is available in your page. Again, I'm saying that when you will, if the texts are different, definitely it will work. But if the text are same, you cannot use it. Yes or no?
Yes.
Are you getting my point? Suppose take the example. In your page, you are getting a link text like FAQ, frequently asked questions. That is okay. Now there is another text, and where it is written something like that, FAQ questions. Are you getting my point? Means you have two hyperlinks. One is this one. Let me copy it here. You have very, very good question. Let me do it here. So suppose you have one text, this one, like a hyperlink, right? And one you have, I have copied this one. So suppose second text is not the complete one, but this is FAQ, and suppose FAQ questions only. Yes or no?
Yes.
So now tell me one thing. If you are going to use the link text, you have to give this one full. Otherwise, what will happen? If you will use the FAQ, it will again confuse. This is also FAQ contains, and this is also FAQ contains.
It will take the first FAQ.
Yes, but the thing is that if you want to target this thing, you will never go to there. Yes or no?
Yes, yes. And Pradeep, one
Yes.
question: if there is a same link, now one website is having the multiple pages,
Yeah.
and the same FAQ link is available on all the pages or some of the pages, and how you will identify them?
Yeah. So the
It will
best
search
part,
in all the pages or only the
no,
first page,
no,
home
no,
page?
no, no. The best part is that whenever what happens that actually whenever you launch your browser, first of all, this driver is something like a browser. So whenever you try to find element, actually it searches the elements on the current page only. Getting my point?
Okay, okay.
Which is currently
Ah.
visible in front of you. Only it is going to identify, it is going to find the element on that page. Yeah. Somebody was asking some question.
Yes, it's me. Actually, if we have two links with the same name, for example, in the application we have about link like an information thing, and also in the footer also it is the same thing. How can we verify two functionality?
That's why I'm saying that I am giving you option that suppose you have a two link with the same FAQ. You are asking this scenario, yes or no?
Yes,
So the
yes.
thing again, I'm telling that there are so many things. I'm very excited to come to the XPath. Then you will see so many problems will be solved. Okay, I can tell you that how you can solve it using the link text also. But again, the thing is that if we have a good solution, why should we waste time on the useless solutions? Are you getting my point?
Yes, yes, got it.
And I will do it today. I will do it today. Don't worry about that. Okay. Is it okay? Say yes.
Yes.
Say yes. Who asked this? She will say yes. Who asked this thing?
Harshita.
Ashita, say yes. I will do
Yes,
it.
yes. I told.
I will do it today. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to consider each and every person in the session. Okay. Okay. So let me come back. I will cover this session. Okay. Now the thing is that it means again, you have seen that you guys are telling me that when I'm using by.id, by.name, by.link text, actually every time we can get a scenario where we can get multiple instances. Yes or no? This is the problem. Yes or no?
Yes.
And now the solution is that you should use XPath. So what is the thing? What is written in the XPath? The name of the variable itself giving you a particular meaning for that what you have to use an XPath. It is saying that in the XPath, you have a XPath expression. So now the thing is that what is XPath and what is expression? Because there is nothing, something like XPath. Is there any attribute in your HTML page like
No.
XPath? No. XPath is not an attribute. XPath is not a tag name. Now the question is that what is XPath? So just I am going to tell you what is XPath. So first of all, the full form of XPath is called XML path. It is called XML. And what is that? Actually, it happens that when you will try to see my code, I can show you my code here also. Let me take the example of little bit simple. Let me take the example of this one. I created a login page also just for testing purpose. So, no, it is also complicated for you. So let me again open the little bit simple one. So that is left menu. Here you can see, whenever your coding starts in the HTML, it always start with a tag that is called the topmost tag that is called HTML, right? And what is the next tag which comes under the HTML tag? That is called body. That is called body. So you will see there is a proper hierarchy of, you can say, tags. Here you can say HTML is a parent tag. You can say body is actually within the HTML tag. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
So you
HTML
can say
is
that
the parent, body is the main, headline
yes.
and body, right? Two.
Yes. Now you can, now you can say if you see the table, actually table is within the body. So table is a child of body. Yes or no?
Yes.
So every time if you see that there is an outer tag and there is an inner tag, if every time the inner tag is a child of the outer one. Is it okay?
Yes, yes.
So what happens that XPath says that actually you can identify the elements on the basis of its hierarchy. On the basis of its hierarchy, like you can find them. Suppose take the example. I want to go with this TR. TR is actually known as row. TR is known as table row. Are you getting my point? So if you want to reach this tag, you can cover a proper hierarchy like HTML, then you have to go the child of body, then you have to go the child of table, and then you will reach to the TR. Getting my point? Yes or no?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, now I will come to the main R page so that you can learn it easily. In user registration page, I can tell you very easily this thing. Are you able to see this code? Let me expand everything. This is the code for first name. Yes or no? This is the code. So now you'll see. If you are able to see, if I will see who is the parent of this input, this TD. Are you able to see this one? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
And who is the parent of this TD? Not this one, this TR. Yeah. How you can check? If you will close it, you are able to see it is creating a hierarchy. Yes or no?
Yes, yes. Well, TD is the table data, right?
Right. Table. It is a table. I will tell you about that thing also, that it is a table data. Currently, you have to consider that everything is just like a web element, and for every element there is a tag. So you have to consider this is a tag. What it is working, it doesn't matter for you. Are you getting my point?
Correct.
So you can see it is an input. Who is the parent of this one? This is the TD. And who is the parent of this TD? Now you'll see these three TDs are in the same sequence. It means these three are siblings. These three are siblings. Right?
Yes.
And who is the parent of all these three TD? This TR. Yes or no?
Correct.
And if you close it, who is the parent of these all TRs? This is the T body. And who is the parent of this T body? Just go above. Table. Yes or no? And who is the parent of this table? Close it. Body. Are you able to see two tables are in the body? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
And if you close the body, you will find it. Wow.
Which is the second table? Pradeep, can you show the tables, two tables again?
Yeah. If you want to see
this form is also considered as a table. Okay, second table. Okay.
No, actually, what has happened? Actually, I want to design the components and to make the alignments or to make the elements. What the thing is that you are able to see, I have make a proper element. First name, middle name, there. So actually, indirectly, what I have done, you are not able to see the code of border. I have make it 0. If you want to see it, let me make it interesting for you. You got it. Okay, you got it. So let me leave it as this. Okay. So what I'm telling here, so let me close it, but let me close it. All the things are here. Okay, let me close it also. I'm not working on that one. Okay. So here you are able to see. When I have closed, one more tab is also open because I'm able to see this. Yeah, okay. So when you close it, tell me, HTML contains the body. So you can see here, actually, whenever you are trying to create a component, definitely there is a hierarchy for that. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
So it means, what is the XPath? XPath says that you can actually find any element on the basis of its hierarchy. On the basis of its hierarchy. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Now in the XPath, you can find the XPath. First thing is known as absolute path. One is known
absolute path.
And now the person will ask what is absolute path, and second is called relative path. Now the question is that what is the absolute path and what is the relative path? So I will tell you very, very good example. You understand it here. Suppose take the example here. Suppose take the example in the same page. If you want to reach, suppose take the example. If you want to reach, this is table body. It is marital. Let me go here. Instead of that, let me open it. This table, or let me go directly here. Let me inspect it here. Now tell me, if you want to reach this text field by covering a hierarchy, so how you will start? You will start from HTML. Yes or no?
Yes, yes. HTML, body.
And how you will go to there? Just see HTML. First of all, you write HTML. Okay. Then you will write and always start from slash. You have to use the slash HTML. Then you will see slash. Who is the child of HTML? BODY. Yes or no?
Body.
Now it means whenever you want to go to the one level as a child, you have to use this slash. So this slash is known as the part of absolute path. When you are covering one step, it is something like that. You have a ladder. आपके पास एक सीढ़ी है. So when you are starting from the top or bottom, you have to cover one by one step. First, second, third, fourth. Yes or no?
Right.
So here you are covering this slash means one step in. So you will see I'm covering one step. HTML, then body. Then I have to go. Just see. Here are two tables. Who is the two childs of body? This table and this table. Yes or no? So
yes.
if I will write TABLE, how many instances are there? How many instances are there? 2. But because the thing is that at this level, at the level of body contains 2 child, 2 sibling, table and table. 2 tables are there. Yes or no?
Yes.
So now the thing is that first of all, you have to calculate which table. So in the position, you can tell that within the body, you have 2 tables. So how you will tell the second table? This square bracket you can write, and within it you can write 1 is the first table and 2 is the second table. Getting my point?
Yeah. So if it is n number of tables, you have to write any value.
You have to write 1, 2, 3. It is not a good approach, I will tell you. But again, the thing is that interviewer can ask you what is absolute path. So I have to tell you. Otherwise, you will say Pradeep has not told you about the absolute path. So table 2 you are enter. Now you have to go, child. What is the type? T body. Yes or no?
Yes.
Within 2 body, TR. Yes or no?
RTD.
And
Yes.
within the TR, you will say, it is telling you how many TRs are there, 1 of 9, because you can see in this T body, 1, everything, this one, everything is a TR. You want to see? Just check it from here. Click on. This is TR, this is TR, this is TR. Yes or no?
Yes.
So in which TR you are interested? You are interested in first TR,
But
T1. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Then go to the child TD. But in which TD are in? There are 3 TDs. Okay. So there are 3 TDs. What is the meaning of TD? Just forget about that. I know that it is a structure of table, then table body. TR is called table row. TD is called table data. But for you, it is just like an element and you want to reach to the input. So now tell me, TD, which TD? TD2. Yes or no?
Yes.
And now at last within the TD, you go to the input. Wow.
Input.
Wow. I reached to my destination. Yes or no?
Yes.
How many TD are there, Pradeep? Once again.
How many TD? How many TD? So actually, what whenever you are, you can say available on wherever you are sitting on a particular tag, at that time you have to check how many tags are there. So if you are sitting in TD, how many TDs are there under this TR? 1, 2, 3. Yes or no?
Yeah.
You are interested. If you're a little bit confused, you can do one thing. Just collapse it. It is called collapse. How many TDs? 1, 2, and 3. And your element is within this TD. Yes or no?
Yes.
Everybody is happy. So now tell me, I have covered this whole hierarchy. Now I go to the destination. So I can use this one thing. Copy this thing, go to here, this one, and write the XPath and pass it here. And let me run this code and just tell me if you are able to write something here or not. Let me write send keys. I will try to write something. Let me write. This time I'm writing 9 Harshita. And let me run it. Run as, and just see it is working or not. Oh, sorry. I've opened the header. I have to open the user registration page. This time I'm taking the example from this one. So let me open that. Oh, I need to copy. I can comment it. I've already this one. So let me comment the first one and let me run it. And just tell me it is working or not. It is working, yes or no?
Yes.
Now you will see. The thing is that here you will see what is the drawback of it. Anybody can tell me what is the drawback of it?
If attributes are getting changed in the future, or location of the elements is being changed, so we will not be able to locate.
Yes, the best thing is here. The best drawback is there because you are totally depends on hierarchy 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. So what is happening? Suppose take the example. It is a very small change for the developer, but it can break your hierarchy. What? Suppose the developer says that just remove the, just first of all, make visible this table first and then go with this table. Yes or no? It is also a table. Yes or no?
Yes. He will change the order of the table.
Yes. Yeah. Now tell me in this, what will happen? Actually, you have mentioned here table 2, but now it will become table 1. Whole hierarchy will be destroyed. Yes or no?
You will get an error. Yeah, correct.
Yes.
You will get, reason is that. So it means it is a XPath, but that is not proper XPath. That is not so much useful. Reason is that you are using the relative. you are using the absolute one. Is it okay?
Right.
And now the second is called relative. Now the thing is, you got the point why we do not try to prefer the absolute path, because reason is that anytime it can break the hierarchy. Now the thing is that we will use it when all the doors will be closed. जब सारे दरवाजे बंद हो जाएंगे तो क्या होता है? Something is better than nothing. लेकिन कब? When all the doors will be closed.
Closed, yes.
अब सारे दरवाजे बंद हो जाएंगे तो क्या करते हैं? सीधा मांगते हैं ना सब कुछ कि चलिए उसके भरोसे अब हम तो कुछ नहीं कर सकते. So that's same thing here. It is the worst thing. We have to use the absolute path till all the doors are closed. Otherwise, we will go to the second approach, and second approach is called relative. It is called relative, and in the relative, actually, we use the double slash. Now the question is that what do you mean by double slash? What do you mean by double slash? So now the thing is that whenever you try to use double slash, actually single slash means it will start one level, one level, one level. It will start one level, one level, one level, right? And when you use double slash, it means it is going to find anywhere in your page. It will try to go anywhere in your page. Getting my point? Matlab samjhe?
Yes, yes.
It means it will try to, in this case, it will go one level, and in this means it will directly go to the, it can try to search anywhere in your page. It will not follow the hierarchy of one child, one child, one child. But now the question
Correct.
is that if you are using double slash, how you are going to use it? अगर आप इसे double slash use कर रहे हो तो उसका मतलब double slash करने से तो काम चलेगा नहीं. Yes or no? So it is, there is a thing that is called, why it is called relative, because you have to use this double slash and the same time you have to use a relationship. You have to use a relation. You have to use a relation. Up now the question is that how you are going to make a relation, how you are going to make a relation, and what is that relation thing? वो क्या है? तो उसके लिए you have to learn what is the actual XPath. XPath को design करने का syntax क्या है? What is the main syntax of the XPath? So now you will see what is the syntax. I'm going to write it here. Double slash, is it okay? That is going to identify, that is going to tell that it is going to relate directly anywhere in your page. Second thing you have to write tag name. What you have to write? Tag name. The first thing you have to tell about the relation is that go and try to find any element in the page which is satisfying the tag name. Suppose if I'm writing // span, what I'm writing? // span. So what it will do? Span, suppose span is the tag name. You want to see? Maybe I have something here, span. Are you able to see this one? Are you able to see this one error? Yes or no? Haji?
Yes.
So what is the tag name here?
Span.
So you will see if you want to search any element on the basis of, or let me take the example. You want to search input. Let me take the example of input also. Otherwise, you guys are very, very surprised what I've used. So your syntax says // and then you have to use tag name. So if I will give the example of input, you will see when I paste it here, what it will you give? What answer it will give to you? Control F and paste it here. What answer you are getting? 1 of 11. At least you have seen one thing. You don't need to write a proper hierarchy one step. When you are writing // input, actually it is trying to find, it is able to find all the elements which is starting from input tag. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
You will see if I'm going to write // span, how many elements it is trying to find? It is trying to find the elements which are starting with the tag name span in the whole page. Yes or no?
Correct. Yes.
So what is the benefit here? Whenever you are using double slash and double slash you are using, it means it is telling you, you are telling your Selenium that I want to search the element anywhere from the document, anywhere from the page. You are not relying on a particular hierarchy. I will start from here. No, it is going and search on the base of. So it means now the thing is that when you are writing here, still your search is little bit better than the previous one. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Now you Pradeep, in practically we never use the absolute path, right?
Never use the absolute path. Never, because the thing is that absolute path is the worst thing. You can take the example. Yesterday I also given the example. Absolute path is something like that. I'm telling you in a class, suppose 5 students are there. Okay, so the first student is, suppose take the example, first is Murtaja, then we have Deepak, then we have Jay, and so many students are there. If I'm telling somebody that you have to go to the Jay, so I actually am telling first, then go to second, then go to the third, then you will reach to Jay. Yes or no?
Yes, yes, yes.
So now think about that. Second day, you can say Deepak enter into my session first. So this time he will sit at the first position. Yes or no?
Yes, position
but you have written a code to identify the J that it will be first, second, and third position. So position is changed. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Instead of that, I will use XPath. What do you mean by double slash? Means you will give a relation. You will give a relation that on the basis of this relation, try to find it anywhere in the document. Currently, I have given a simple relation. I have given a single relation, like you have to try to find only those tags which are starting from input. Getting my point? Your search is little bit, you can say shorter. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Now you see, you have just, you can say, started your battle, but still you are not, you can say you have not find it unique. Still you are getting it. How many times? You are getting 11. Yes or no? So
yes,
now
yes.
come to the second part of the syntax, // then you have to tag name, and then you have option square bracket. And here you can use @ attribute name. What is the attribute name? Tell me. Yesterday I told you what is attribute name. अगर नहीं बताया तो कह दो नहीं बताया. I've told you about what is attribute in this whole HTML tag code. What is attribute? What is the tag name? Tag name is yes or no?
Style, class, name, and F name are the attributes.
Yeah. So I told this thing yesterday that whenever you have written a code or you are find some code in your HTML page, after angular bracket, the first one is called the tag name, and the rest of the things which is coming, which is appearing in pair, that is called attributes. Yes. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
So now in the tag name, what is the second flexibility you have? If you want to make a relationship, you want to identify the element on the basis of some attribute, you can give it. Just see what I'm going to do. I'm going to add, say, square bracket, @ and you have so many options. Tell me, if you want to find this element, is there any attribute on the basis of that you can make a relation? Like, I want to find that input tag that contains the ID equal to F name. Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
So what you are going to write, just see here. You are going to write input @ the name of the attribute is ID equal to F name. Yes or no? It is something like that. आप क्या बता रहे हो? मुझे in the whole queue of the student which is sitting in the first line, I'm not saying that I want to go to the third position. I'm saying that I want to go to that person whose name is Jay. Now it doesn't matter. It's sitting at the first position, second position, third position. It doesn't matter, because I'm telling I want to find a student whose name is Jay. Yes or no?
Yes.
So actually
Yes,
this part is giving a uniqueness. This part is giving a filter in all the input relations. Means first of all, you are saying find all the input. It is okay. Now telling that within the input, you have to apply this rule that where it is something like this. You can assume it like a where clause of a SQL query. You have to find input where ID equal to F name. Getting my point? SQL to sabko pata hai na thodi.
Yes.
So what is this? It is, you can assume it is not something like that, but for understanding purpose, you can consider, for example, like this is the tag name, select input where ID equal to ID attribute equal to F name.
Like means equal to yeah.
Yes,
Right.
you can say something like. Now it is perfect or not? Just do one thing, copy it here.
Right. It's quite a wild card, right?
Which one?
Wild card means like keyword.
Actually, again, the thing is, like is not called the wild card. Wild card is actually called %, percentile.
Percentage. Means like these characters we use with like actually.
Yes.
So,
now you have said the right thing. Actually, like is a, you can say like is a keyword.
Right.
That is used in the SQL query, and when you are giving a like, you have to use some expression for that. Are you getting
Right,
exactly.
right.
So actually,
Right.
question mark, percentile, and this star, what sometimes you call it asterisk, these are called the wildcards, which is used to tell about the query expression. What do you mean by single question mark? Single, any character of single length. Yes or no? And what do you mean by star? Any character of any length. You
Right.
write this query. You write this query. What do you write this query? When you come to the API part, you will be very happy because I've designed my own API. I've designed my own, you can say, database. Everything is live. Select a star from a student. Now tell me, what do you mean by star here? Star is just like an expression. Select star means select everything. Star means everything. And I told you, what do you mean by star? Any character, any length means everything.
Right.
Getting my point?
Yes.
So now let me come back to my own point here that whenever you are writing this query, let me copy it here and try to paste in my control F.
Pradeep, this should be tag name. It should be attribute name is equal to attribute value, right?
There was some jumble in your language. Can you come again?
It should be tag name attribute name is equal to attribute value instead of name, which you have written there. It should be attribute value.
Oh, same mistake I have done in the previous session, in the previous class, in the second batch. That's why I told you that these are the two batches that are very, very identical. Every batch is good and everybody is trying to find this type of issue. Thank you. Okay, so this is called attribute. No, this is good thing. This is good thing. Attribute name and attribute value. So I've used @attribute is ID and values. Now you see, I have pasted in. It is unique, yes or no?
Yes, it is unique. So even this can be duplicate, right? The name and attribute sometimes.
Yes, I will come to that part also. What is first benefit is that you are thinking about that Pradeep is using attribute ID. Sometimes what happens, you have a challenge. Suppose you don't want to go with the XPath and you are getting an attribute, something like, take the example, you are getting an attribute unique style. Suppose there is style attribute which is unique. Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
But the thing is that if you will go with the inbuilt locators, is there any function by style? Hai koi function?
I think it was there.
But just try to find out. We have 8 functions: class name, CSS selector, ID, link text, name, partial.
CSS.
It is a part of CSS, but is there any direct function that by.style?
No.
Now you will see what is the beauty of XPath. In XPath, you are not depend on a standard attributes also. You can use any attributes here. Are you getting my point? It is saying attribute name. It can be anything. Suppose take the example. I will give you a good example here. Let me come back here.
It can be style. It can be anything.
Yeah. So you in XPath, you are free because syntax says that it have a standard attribute. It is a custom attribute. Don't worry about that. Just you have to write at that. So let me try this thing also. Style. Yeah. Let me write it. @style style. And I'm going to write this here. Let me copy here. It is identifying, yes or no?
Yes.
It is 1 of 1, yes or no?
Yes.
So now you have so much flexibility. If there is no attribute, there is no direct locator function out of those 8 functions, still you don't need to worry about that. You are getting any attribute which is unique, just use XPath. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now, other beauty of this part, suppose take the example as Murtaza is saying that maybe this attribute, due to some reason, this attribute is duplicate. Like fname is duplicate. There is an ID and there's some other element in my same page where ID is fname. And it is a possibility because it is a mistake that is done by the developer. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now let me come to the other part of the syntax. / tag name you can write. If you want, you can this part use to make your XPath more strong. And now you have an option within this square bracket. You can add expression and you can use other attributes also. Yes or no?
Yes.
And you can go till so many things. Now I will tell you the good example. Suppose take the example. In my session, I have 2J. Okay. Instead of that, I will give another example that I've used in my previous batch. Suppose take the example. There is a student in my batch. There are 2 students in my batch. The name of the student is Kamal. Now tell me, Kamal can be a name of a male person as well as the name of a female person. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now, why I've given an example, I will tell you. Suppose take the example. This is here you can say there is a name attribute. And name is Kamal. Yes or no? So one, you can say one tag, something like, let me take the example of one tag. Suppose there is a tag input and name is Kamal. Is it okay? And there is a, you can say, there is again, there is another attribute that is called gender. And suppose the value of gender here, it's supposed to take the example, it is male. Yes or no? And let me try to create some duplicate for you, and you will see it is the best example. Whenever you got this chance in the interview, that they will tell you, can you give me the example where you have to use the and can you tell me the scenario where and can be used only? I will tell you, name equal to Kamal, gender equal to female. Now tell me one thing. I want to identify the element Kamal. Now tell me, if I will use tag name, attribute name equal to Kamal, are you getting my point?
Yes.
So what will happen? What will happen? Just do one thing also. I will try to make this scenario. Let me complete it. There can be other students, like suppose take the example Harshita. Yes or no?
Yes.
Harshita is, she
Yes.
is female. Let me take the example of some male person also, because I'm trying to make a duplicacy of gender as well as name. Is it okay? Suppose this is now tell me one thing. If I will say, try to find the element here by dot, you can say something like that, by dot Kamal. Now tell me, if you write at the rate attribute name equal to Kamal, you will get two things, two tag. Yes or no?
Yes, but it will differentiate by gender. Yeah.
Now, but if you try to write only this thing that okay, Kamal is a name is not unique. Let me go with the gender. You will say, write tag name at the rate attribute gender equal to female. In this case, you will again get two duplicate things. Harshita is also comes under the same category. Yes or no?
Yes.
But you can make it unique. How? At the rate attribute name equal to Kamal and gender
is equal to
now
female.
it will become unique. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now you got this thing that how sometimes happens that individual attribute is not going to give you the unique thing. But if you are using the combination of these 2, 3, you have a flexibility. You can go with 2, 3, 5, 6, multiple thousands of elements. You are not going to make it, but yeah, definitely you have a flexibility. So you can make it unique. Yes or no?
Yes.
So here you have a flexibility. Suppose two attributes are giving you multiple instances. Now you have a flexibility to make a unique on the basis of combination of 3, 4. It is good. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now you can see
So
the
you
power.
can have there is any limitation, Pradeep, for this and or
No,
you can have n
number of. It is something like a geometry theory. It is applicable for 1. It is applicable for n. Getting my point?
Yes. And similarly, we have or also. No.
Yes. Again, I'm saying that this batch is same as like the 16 batch. We have a or. We can use it. Now tell me, our motto is to make it unique or our motto is to make it general?
Correct.
है ना? तो आप use कर सकते. I will show you one thing. Let me do one thing. For this thing, I'm going to make this thing and just tell me. Just show me. Input ID equal to f name. This is unique, but still I am giving you the example. Let me use something as and at the rate. Let me do one thing. At the rate type equal to text. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now tell me, how many instances it is giving you? 1 of 1. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now instead of and, try to use or. How many elements?
4.
So actually your motto is to try to make it unique. Or and means you are giving a restriction. This. And if you are using or, you are giving the flexibility. Component ka naam ID ho, name chalega. Yeah, it is the type equal to text, to bhi chalega. So it is actually making a combination of where all types text are there. That things are also coming under your select query. Yes or no?
Yes.
तो और का मतलब क्या है? या तो मैं देखो आप इसको ऐसे समझो. Let me come back to here. If I'm saying that I need a person for there whose name is Kamal and or gender is female. So ये भी तो gender female और मतलब या तो कमल हो या gender female हो. आप मुझे बताओ कितनी मिलेंगे? This will satisfied, and
Kamal name.
And this will satisfied. You will get 3 instances. Yes or no? Because you are saying that name equal to Kamal or gender equal to female. So you are making it general instead of unique. Yes or no, Murtaza?
Yes, and we can use also brackets also inside. For example, name is equal to Kamal, or gender is equal to and gender is equal to male, or gender is equal to female, like inside the brackets. Is that possible?
Yes, yes, that
do
is
the
also
mathematical calculation. Yeah.
Yes, that is possible. That is possible. But you don't need to do that thing. You will see, because the thing is that you will see so many other things are available. Okay, I will tell you. First of all, but the thing is that and should be avoided. Yes or no? Oh, sorry, or should be avoided. Or, right? Now you see. Now the thing is that it means, because you are trying to make it unique, so you should use the and. Now how many things you have how many flexibility you have seen it? You can write tag name, you can write attribute name, any attribute, you can write multiple attributes name. Now you will see you have an option to use the wildcard also, but again you are giving the flexibility. Sometime you will see instead of input I can write star. Now tell me, what do you mean by star?
Like anything. The tag name can be anything.
Yes, because you are using a star in place of tag name, it means you are saying that tag name is anything, but the ID should be F name. So it is your coincidence that in my case it is unique. But the thing is that suppose there is a possibility that there is a tag, input tag, which contains the ID equal to F name, and there is another tag that is called span and ID equal to F name. Again, there is ambiguity. Yes or no?
Yes.
So it is unique. Again, I'm saying that in the interview you can use it, I can use it. Why it is giving the unique thing? Because there is only in the whole page only one element having the ID F name. Yes or no? So that's why you should avoid star also. Getting my point? अब कोई मजबूरी, मैंने क्या बोला, when you have all the door are closed in your X path, then you have to go and you have to select these things. But ये तो कभी हो ही नहीं सकता. क्यों? Tell me. Tag name is the mandatory thing. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Let me come back to here. So you have so many flexibility and you can write this X path here. Okay. So now with the help of this, let me try to automate this whole page in front of. Okay, chaliye, this page ko automate karte hain. How we are going to automate? Let me one by one. Everybody will tell me. I want to write what is the complete flow. First name, then you have to enter. Middle name is not mandatory. Then you have to write last name. Then you have to write age. Then you have to select something in the marital status. Then you have to select gender, subject, and then you have to click on register. So everybody is going to tell me one by one. Everybody is going to tell me. First name.
This is one single page, right? STM, you are not integrating it with the database, right? Yes.
No, I'm not.
So how you are storing the values? You are storing the values in the web page itself, or you are ignoring?
Because the thing is that, yes, because there are two things. There are two type of language out there. One is called backend language, that is called programming language, and second is called scripting language. So one you can say client side language. So client side language is JavaScript. I have written a code for that. I love coding, so I've written a code for that. You will see when I click on register. Actually, I have write a code that when I click on register, just try to capture all the information from here and just create a record here.
Yeah, on the page itself. Okay.
So it is something like this concept is known as on the fly. Okay,
on the fly.
Yes, I'm doing.
So Pradeep, where it is storing, it is like making a code itself in the HTML and storing it, right? When
yes. On the click of register button, actually you will see if I inspect it on the register button, I have hooked a function
in the HTML itself.
You will see this register. Are you able to see this register user?
Yeah.
And this function I have wrote it here. And if you go to the script tag, you will see there is a code I've written, and what I've done, I've just tried to extract some element, and there you can say this is pure JavaScript programming. Okay, and you don't need to use it, because the thing is that if I upload my application on any hosting server, something like that, I have to pay for that. Why I should pay for that? I can create this page, I can write the coding, I can tell you about the concept. My motto is to tell you about each and every concept. Yes or no?
Yes.
So I'm doing. So let me and do with me, everybody. First name I want to use it. I'm going to create a flow. So let me do one thing. First name. Now the benefit is that, tell me, every time when you want to write a code without thinking any locator, you can write this code. Yes or no? Because every time I'm recommending XPath. Yes or no?
Yes.
तो आपको क्या है, कोड तो बिना सोचे समझे कैसे लिख देना है. फर्स्ट नेम है, देखो मेरे को कॉपी करना था. I have to copy the code for the, suppose take the example of last name. So I will write this thing. This one. I will write L name. I will write L name. That is okay. Only I have to give the XPath here. Yes or no? Because I know that if I'm not going to use ID, tag name. I'm not going to use partial link tag. Every time it will be XPath because I have a flexibility. So I'm get rid of all type of problems. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
चलिए अब इसको करते हैं one by one. कैसे करते हैं? Let me show you. First name, driver.find name में XPath. Go and find the XPath for a first name. Everybody will tell me. I've already written this thing, but one by one, who is going to tell me? Due, किसने due पिया है? डर के आगे जीर. / input. Who is going to tell me? Tell me. Make it unique.
Input.
@ ID equal to
class name.
Yeah, we can use anything which is going to make our element unique. Yes or no?
Yes.
अब आपको बताता हूँ, you can use it. It's working, yes or no? If it is unique, it is okay. Make a green flag, come to here, paste it here. It is going to work. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now same thing. You want to write something L name. You have written a variable. F name is here. L name. Now go and simply write it here. You want to write. You can inspect it not in last name also, so that you can directly see the attributes here. Okay, I've seen this attribute. Name, L name, typical text. I think ID here. ID is also good, but for just change, I'm taking L name. Is it okay? So that I can show you XPath @ name equal to. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I am saying that L name. So is it okay? You have written XPath. Go to here. Okay. So now you'll see. Let me write something here. L name dot. Take the example. L name dot. So here I've written Harshita. So let me write some keys. I do not know the surname of Harshita. So let me write the surname G.
Anjappa.
I will give respect to you, Harshita ji. Okay, it is more good, Harshita ji. So consider it. It is you can say best surname. As a respect is also there, and the good surname, everybody will like it. So let me write Harshita ji and run it and just see it is working or not. Just see with two things. It is working, yes or no?
Yes.
Now I will come to this point. Second approach. This is okay. Now I have to write age. Now this time I will choose who is going to tell me. Deepak, are you interested to tell me to write the XPath for age?
Yeah.
Okay, let me open this thing. Okay, I was practice. It is highlighting this one. Can you tell me the XPath for this?
Yeah. /input
Very good. Yeah.
Attributes name and values age.
Wow, you guys are awesome, right? It is unique. If it is unique, don't need to go anywhere else. Yeah. Just use it and you will see. Oh, I have not pasted this code here. I know that this time is very, very simple. So why I'm not using this thing? Copy.
So we can use anything, right? Maximum length or type or anything, whatever.
I'm saying that now anything. But the thing is that target is it should be at last unique, 1 of 1. Our target is 1 of 1. Is it okay? चलिए यहाँ क्या लिखते हैं? यहाँ क्या लिखते हैं? Age. Okay, and the variable name is age. XPath we have already copied. अभी मैं copy कर रहा हूँ. Don't try to make it habit. जब तक you are not expertise on that, तब तक मत करो. What is the reason behind that? आपने copy paste किया. If I can give you the very, very funny scenario. Somebody, what happens? A student just copies this code here and paste it here. He changed the variable name here also, but he forget to change name here. It was still F name because it was copied from here. So what is happening? It was entering the Harshita, then it was entering the G, and he was confused. Sir, it is not working. The reason is that you have taken a variable here. If you are using again same thing here, it will do the same thing on the same field. Yes or no?
Yes.
तो देखो मैं भी कई बार ऐसे करता हूँ. अगर मैं गलती से if I forget this thing, मुझे लगता है written the code age और age में enter कर रहा हूँ G. तो ये तो क्या करेगा? It will not entering in the age. ये age में enter ही नहीं करेगा कुछ. Yes or no? Because you identify the element, but you have performed the action on L name. Yes or no?
Yes.
तो आपको
और अगर ये कहीं पर डिफाइंड ही नहीं होता तो एरर दे देता हूँ. अगर कहीं पर यूज ही नहीं किया है.
अगर एरर देता, that is good for me because the reason is that I will get the error. I will resolve it at the compile time. अभी run time पे भी मैं error नहीं दे रहा. It is a logical error. It is a logical error. है ना?
Correct.
So I will write it here. तो जब भी आप copy paste करोगे, at the time you should understand this thing that you are working on the same thing. चलिए मैंने age लिखा. Age में लिख देते हैं हर्षिता. We have to very conscious. We cannot take more than 20. हर्षिता, 20 is okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me make it 20. I have, you can say, given it here. If it is a, I've actually make my rule. Whenever I'm taking the example of any girl, it is 20, and I'm taking the example of any boy, it is 24. Okay. so so this is good. Now let me, the third part, what we have to write, we have to select marital status. What we have to select? Maritals. So for the timing, just forget about it. Just forget about just let me go to the gender. Now tell me, I want to select the female. I want to select the female. Who is going to tell me the XPath? I'm clicking on this. मैं इस पे क्लिक कर रहा हूं. अच्छा, एक चीज you have to, one thing you have to always keep in mind, whenever you are trying to inspect element, you are to write something. Don't focus on this thing whether it is a text field, it is a drop down, it is a checkbox, because for you everything is a web element. आपके लिए हर चीज क्या है? वेब एलिमेंट. आप इसे कभी देखो ही नहीं. आप सबको बोलते हैं ना, यू ट्राई टू सी फ्रॉम द सेम पर्सपेक्टिव. आप सबको एक नजर से देखो. टिल द टाइम आई एम नॉट टेलिंग यू, इट विल मेक योर लाइफ इजी. आपके लिए वेब एलिमेंट है. Yes.
Think from the Selenium perspective.
Yes. Just think about that. It is a web element. And the thing is that, what is the expectation of XPath? You have to write the XPath of the element. It doesn't matter. It is a drop down. It is a text field. It is a radio button. You have to find the element, give the XPath of element. Yes or no?
Yeah.
And do the same thing here. Click on female, this radio button. Click on this. It is, who is going to tell me the XPath of this one? Tell me. Let me choose. Or Harshita will tell. Harshita, you want to tell?
Yes.
Now tell me.
Value equal to female.
Okay, value equal to female, right? This one, value equal to. Okay, so here we have to write value equal to F. FEMA. Is it okay? It is working. So now, yes. Suppose there is a scenario when you are getting two things here. You can use the combination of something like that, one attribute and something like that. And yes or no?
Gender, name. Yeah.
Yes, you guys are. Suppose take the example. Suppose the example that there are 2-3 female sections elements are there. You can use and at the rate name equal to, name equal to gender.
Gender.
GEND. Now it is unique also. Yes or no? Copy it from here. Go to your code and paste it here. Is it okay?
Yes.
Chaliye, it is going to work. Just give a unique name here. I will say gender. And you have to, what you have to perform on gender? Radio button pe aap kya karte ho? What action you are going to perform? Click.
Click on the radio button. Click.
Yes. So click on this. So this is done. Thank you, Harshita. Now let me go to the second part. You have to select few subjects. Don't think about that. It is a checkbox. For me, it is just like a web element. I want to click on SOAP UI. Right click, inspect. Who is going to tell me about the XPath of this one?
Value equal to
Selenium. If you give the value equal to Selenium, it will not be unique.
Equal to SOAP UI.
ये देखो, चलो, but let me do it. अगर हम केवल ये करते, what happens? Let me do it here. It is unique. Oh, let me do it. It is unique. No, 1 of 3. No. Yes or no? So it means first of all you have to try to find a single attribute which can make it unique. यहाँ पे देखो क्या है? What is single attribute? Name it itself giving the unique attribute. So you don't need to write any extra attribute. Yes or no? But if you are stuck somewhere, then you can write. So I can use directly here. So UI, this is the value and the attribute name is name. Yes or no?
Yes.
तो जब तक जरूरत नहीं हो ना तब तक करना नहीं. देखो, I have conquered the. Yeah, again I have forget to copy the code. I know that every time I want to use the XPath, so it is very easy for me. Let me do one thing. I will try to do one thing. I will keep this code for me so that I can copy multiple times. है ना? जब मुझे पता ही every time to use it, why I'm making effort on that? Let me paste it here. Here, copy here. It is, what was it? It was SOAP UI. SOAP UI subject. You can give any meaningful name. It is just like a reference variable. Yes or no?
Yes.
And again, for a checkbox, you use the operation click and paste the XPath here. And what was the XPath? This one. Control X and paste it. We are good to go with the SOAP UI. Suppose we want to select only a SOAP UI. If you want to select other than SOAP UI, we will click on that also. Suppose we want to select on JMeter also. What we will do? You can write the direct XPath for JMeter also. What is that? Same JMeter. Yes or no?
Okay.
Yes.
So do one thing. Again, use simple this one. Copy, paste, JMeter, and you have to write Don't forget to write this thing. Otherwise, it will make a logical error. And here you have to write JMeter. If you are confident, Try to copy the code. Otherwise, you have confident. Only this is the change. Go and change this thing here, right? Yes, sir. This one.
Yes.
JMeter we have done. Now we have done. Now we have to click on register button again. For Selenium, it is nothing. It is a component. It is a web element. Click on this, inspect. Now tell me, what is the unique thing you are getting here? I can use the ID equal to register.
Yeah,
okay.
ID equal to register.
ID.
Yes, I'm getting it very easier options here. But in your case, if you are getting little bit complex option, you will simply use the combination of multiple. If still you are stuck, just tell me, Pradeep, I'm stuck. I will tell you the further solutions for that. Let me use this one. Now what you have to
Pradeep,
do?
this one click is equal to, can you go again back to the element?
Okay, let me copy this code, otherwise it will be lost. Control X. Let me paste it here. And let me write register button. REG register button. I can use the short things. Whatever is you can say, the shortest name you should use, which is meaningful. Now tell me what you want to do. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, just go back to this. So here one click is equal to register user. So this is the class, right? That JavaScript which you told for this button.
No. This is not the class. Again, ID is attribute. Function is something.
I mean.
Function is this register user. Actually,
for running that, yeah. Correct.
Yes, actually, as a attribute, there is an attribute that is called on click. Right? Okay, it is a standard attribute. On click is an attribute. So what you can say on click is an attribute, or you can say
it will run the JavaScript. Yeah,
yes, you can say on click is an attribute, or you can say on click is an event also. So what you want to do on the on click event, that you can define in the bracket just like that.
Correct.
Okay, now come back. अब देखो उसको run करते हैं. Let's see how it is working or not. चलो उसको run करते हैं, देखते हैं क्या run किया. Let me run it.
Web page update हो जाएगा.
Are you able to see? It has written the code. Now it is going to the. It is asking to click on the OK button. Yes or no?
Yes.
मैंने नहीं किया. Let me do one thing. चलिए एक काम करते हैं. Suppose this is the thing which we have to do to complete the scenario. तो मैं क्या करूँगा? I will go to the OK button and right click on it to inspect. I'm not able to
inspect.
I'm not able to inspect. I'm
because this is a pop-up.
Yes. Now here you will learn a new thing. Sometimes what happens, if you are able to inspect any element, that is called web element. That is called web element. And the thing is that if you are not able to inspect any element, that is called Windows element. क्या बोलते हैं उसको? Windows element. So ये actually this is a pop-up and it is a window element. That is, it is called Windows pop-up. क्या बोलते हैं इसको? Windows pop-up. So Windows pop-up, what is the case? If you are, I'm giving a simple definition. If you are not able to inspect any element, definitely it is a Windows thing. Yes or no?
Yes. So here you have to just use the click function. So it will be, because definitely by default the highlight is on the OK. So it will click the OK button. Correct?
It actually depends on your application, because the thing is that it is not something like that. It is totally focused on that. There is a tabbing coding for that. You use the tabbing that when you click on register button, after that your control should go to the OK button. If you have not written this code, it will not automatically go to that part. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
चल आपको देखो ऐसा होता है, अगर मैं इसको the thing is that if I'm not writing the code, sometime you will see by default there is a tabbing in the element of your web element. Like if I will click on F name, I'm on the F name field. If I make a click, it will go to the middle name, then last name, then. But what is happening? You can change the sequence also. आप कर सकते हो, ठीक है? So what happens if suppose there is a sequence that is not taking it to the OK button? What you will do? Yes or no? अब manually तो आप इस पे OK पे click कर देते हो. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now the question is that if I'm going to click on this OK button, if I'm not able to inspect it, how I can do it? If I'm not able to click on it, how I can do it? Reason is that our total dependency on XPath, and XPath needs some expression, and expression needs some tag, and there is no tag. Yes or no?
Yes.
So Selenium ne bola, when you have something like this situation where you are getting few elements that you are not able to inspect, I will give you a direct function for it. उसने बोला कि मेरे पास कोई function, मेरे पास क्या है, you are not able to find, तो मैं आपको एक काम करूंगा, I will provide you inbuilt function for that and you can work on that. तो इसको आप inspect नहीं कर सकते, you cannot identify with the help of driver.find element. So driver name, whatever Selenium has done for you, they have created special classes and function for that. Clear? Hai?
Yes. Switch
So,
to.
I will come to that point. I will complete the scenario.
But one thing I just want to ask: how can we identify the difference between a pop-up and alerts?
Pop-up, and I've simply told you, the thing is that whenever you are able to see that something is there, actually you can say it is a pop. What do you mean by pop-up? Actually, whenever you will see this type of pop-up, whenever you are able to expect, definitely it will the alert pop-up. Okay. Other than that, every pop-up will be a web pop-up.
Okay.
जावास्क्रिप्ट में एक ही पॉपअप खुलता है जावास्क्रिप्ट से, दैट इज गोइंग टू यूज द विंडोज कॉन्सेप्ट दैट इज कॉल्ड अलर्ट. आप चाहो तो उसमें अलर्ट कर सकते हो. ये मैंने अलर्ट, यू वांट टू सी, देखो, it will give you the confidence. I know that you can see, you have a right. Why? That's why you are here. You can share everything to me. Let me show you the code. You will see here what I've written here. Are you able to see? I called a display user. When somebody is calling the display user, what I'm doing, I'm calling a function alert. I'm calling a function. So alert is a function that is given by JavaScript to open a Windows pop-up. Are you getting my point?
Okay. Yeah.
अब इसने alert दिया है, तो Selenium ने भी चालाकी की. Selenium ने क्या चालाकी की? उसने कहा JavaScript given an alert function to create a, I will create an alert class to handle it. So Java ने क्या दिया? In the Selenium they have given a class and that is called ALERT. And you have to create a ALERT. You have to create an instance for that. ठीक है? आपको instance बनाना है. How you create? This is the reference thing. You will see. Okay, this one. So it is a, you have created the reference. It is an interface. And right side, how you will get the real object? Just see what I'm going to do. Driver dot switch to dot, and there is a function that is called
alert.
So Selenium ने क्या किया? What Selenium has done for you? Selenium बोला, at which point, at the point you are expecting a pop-up, जहां पे आपको एक expect you कर रहे हो pop-up. So we are expecting a pop-up after register click. Yes or no?
Yeah.
उसने बोला कि बिना कुछ सोचे समझे, just write a common code, driver dot switch to alert. अपने हाथ, what I will do, if any pop-up is already open there, I will take my control to that alert. Getting my point? Yes or no?
Yes.
Now you will got the control and you have created the reference on alert. It means you have got a control on your alert box. This is the reference. Now call the function from it. What is that function? Let me show you. Alert dot
accept dismiss equal. Yeah, right.
अब accept का मतलब क्या होता है? I have
click on OK.
Yes, so actually the thing is that I'm not a developer, so I'm not very good in programming. So what is happening when I click on OK? Okay, let me do one thing. Where is that OK is there? This one. Here you will see, here you are able to see only the OK one, right? But in the alert box, you have an option to add a cross button to close it. You can also create a button to cancel an OK. Yes or no?
Correct.
Yes.
Lekin trust me, in logical way, all the things are vast. Reason is that if you are making a clause, it means it is equivalent to close or dismiss. Yes or no? If you are making a cross, or if you are making a cross. If you are clicking OK, it means you are accepting. You are accepting. So that's why two functions are there. Alert dot accept and alert dot dismiss. Yes or no? ठीक है?
Okay.
तो आपको अगर cancel पे, suppose somebody say that no, I don't want to click on cancel, I want to click on this cross, तो cross को भी you will make it going to handle as a dismiss. Getting my point?
Yes.
चलिए अब आते हैं, let me come back to it. So I'm going to make it accept. ठीक है, चलिए यहाँ पे accept आते हैं. अच्छा, एक चीज, there is a hack here. If I'm going to write this code, there is a hack here. And what is the hack? What is the problem here? Now tell me, there is a possibility when I'm clicking on the register button, maybe this is opening a wrong pop-up. हो सकता है pop-up कोई और खोल ला. Yes or no?
Right.
Yes.
भाई हो सकता है ना, pop-up हो सकता है. I'm expecting, I'm clicking on register button, it is opening a pop-up. User deleted successfully. Yes or no?
Yes.
So
got that get text I guess.
Wow, you guys are awesome, right? We have an option that you can verify before clicking on it. You can verify what is the text on it. If the text is according to your expectation, you will click on it. You will check whether the text of this box is user registered successfully or not. Yes or no?
Yes.
अब कैसे चेक करोगे? देखो सिंपल सी चीज, it contains a function. मैं इसको accept करने से पहले, if I will accept it, it will work. ठीक है? But I can do one thing. Before accept, I can use a function of alert that is called text. Are you able to see this?
Get text. Yeah.
So this function is going to give you the text which is available on your alert box. So I'm going to store in a variable string. It is a string. The string, you will say MESSG. Let me give more meaningful, alert MSG. Is it okay? Alert message. Now tell me, if I want to see that this is the, I want to click only on this button. I want to run this coding when alert message is according to my expectation. तो बताओ क्या करना है? Simple Java programming. If yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Simple. I will say if alert message. We can make a contains also, we can make a equals also, but the thing is that here we will use only the contains. I will tell you reason is that in this my pop-up, actually it is giving a message user registered successfully with ID. So this thing is constant. This is constant, but it is dynamic. It is dynamic. Suppose take the example. If I will try to run it again, next time the ID will be 106, 107.
Changing. Yes.
So you cannot. So you can understand that I can, on the basis of this reason, this information is sufficient. User registered successfully, because I'm not saying user deleted successfully. Is it okay?
Yes. Yes.
So chalo hum kya karte hain? I will say alert message dot contains users registered successfully. Then I will write this message, then only execute it within the if. Yes or no?
Yes. Otherwise, we can use Pradeep. We can use multiple using the and contains user registered successfully and ID is equal to range 1 to 1000, for example.
Yes, you can. Wow, Murtaja, awesome! Clapping for you. Yes, we can write a condition, but the thing is that it means you want to verify that it is opening a pop-up to create a register successfully. You are not concerned about that the ID, what ID is generated. Definitely you can write this code. Right, because you have given it and the value and the ID can be in some range. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Murtaja, you are awesome. You are awesome. Okay, let me do one. So here I will do one thing. I will click on accept, and for the else purpose, so that I can make a information that if I'm not able to click, what is the reason? So I can write it alert pop-up not opened. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
तो else में क्या print करा दूंगा? इससे पता चलेगा ना, if I'm not clicking, what it is doing, it will at least print this thing. So I can say pop-up नहीं open हुआ. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
चलिए, let me run it and see it is working or not. Tell me, Harshita ji is here or not? Yes or no, Harshita?
Yes.
So it is done here. So before
So now,
Haji, tell me.
So now we will turn the pop-up blocker on and we will execute this, right? To check the else condition. Yeah.
Right. So the thing is that if there, due to some reason there is a problem, definitely what you are going to do, suppose this pop-up is not there, it is not going to click here. It will come to the else part and you will tell your test case that you are failed. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now here I want to add one thing. Add one thing. In this flow, I have to add only one thing, marital status. I want to, you can say manipulate it. So let me make it married. Harshita, I can use married also. This is valid one. Married?
Yes, Pradeep.
Okay. So now it is mandatory to cover this topic right now, because otherwise Harshita will say, you have not made everything detailed according to mine. So let me make this thing. How we can do it? Just see, very interesting thing. Again, first of all, I will give you the very, very tricky thing, and few people use it, but it is very, 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 very easiest way. Now think about it. It is not a pop-up for you. Again, it is a web element. Yes or no?
Yes.
So you will click. You don't need to click on unmarried. You have to first of all click on this one. Then you have to click on married. Yes or no, Harshita?
Yes.
So now actually the thing is that you have to click on this married option. So actually you want the X path of this married. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now the problem is that if you click on this, if you right click on married, it will disappear. It will disappear. Yes or no? Haji, yes. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now I will tell you why I have given you the broad idea from the starting. This is HTML, this is hierarchy. You will see, this time you will see the benefit. You are not able to identify, at least you can click this element to identify this drop down, click on this.
Right.
Are you able to? Okay, again, it is not going to this position. Let me click. It is giving here. Okay, well, sometimes what happens, if you are not, if you have clicked it here and you are not able to highlight it here, you can go in the reverse direction. Are you able to see this one? Are you able to see this select element?
Yes.
You can do one thing. Click on, first click on this and just go to your element. If you click in the reverse, still you will go to the same one. You can right click here, inspect, then you find the element here and you go to the reverse direction, click on this and click on the element. It will give you the code for that. You got this code, yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Chaliye, abhi mil gaya. If you will see, it is a collapse. You can expand it, yes or no?
Yes.
अब आप मुझे बताओ, मुझे आई एम नॉट इंटरेस्टेड तो क्लिक ऑन मैरिट, मुझे तो आई नीड अ ऑप्शन फॉर मैरिट. आप कहीं कुछ मत देखो, डोंट सी एनीवेयर, जस्ट थिंक अबाउट दिस इज अ एलिमेंट, दिस इज आल्सो टैग, ऑप्शन इज अ टैग, यस और नो?
Yes, yes. Tag name is the option and the value is equal to 4.
Right. तो आप मुझे बताओ ना, can I write a code something like that? Tag name is
Yes.
option and value equal to 3. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Right.
चलिए देखो कितना आसान हो गया. OPTION option and square bracket at the rate VALU equal to value equal to 3. It is unique, yes or no? Oh, sorry. We have to take two. So we have to. Now let me copy. It is 1 of 1, yes or no?
Yeah. Yes.
Trust me, you don't need to do anything. Simply just you are writing any code, just copy and add it. Copy this and add it anywhere here. I'm writing what I'm saying that it was married. 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 You will say option. Okay? And married option dot click.
Yes.
Married option dot click. Because you have to click on that. Simply write the XPath here. Just go and copy it here. This is your XPath. Just copy. And you will see it will work for you. Let me write it here. Now tell me, anybody who have actually worked on the Selenium previously also, you know this option? No. You know? Tell me, anybody know this?
No.
And tell me, it is very fast because you are directly hitting. There is another option which is asked in the interview, I will tell you, and that is called select class. But tell me, are you able to see the married one, yes or no?
Yes, yes.
आपको दिखा भी नहीं, इसने married को click कर दिया, yes or no?
Yeah. Yes, yes.
इतना easy है. Let me do. If I take the example of here, let me take the example of Mr. Harshita. Let me take the example of any bachelor is here. No, everybody is married. Wow. So let me take the example of my own friend. Let me take the example who is bachelor. Oh, nobody is bachelor. I am also the 40 who can be the bachelor. I can take the example of any student. Let me take the example of Mohit. M-O-H-I-T. Mohit is a student. So I will say Mohit.
Salman Khan.
Let me make it Salman Khan. Wow. S-A-L-M-A-N. Salman. And let me take the Sankis K-H-E-N Khan. Wow, Murtaza, you are great. Salman Khan. Salman Khan will see this video. Definitely, he is going to make a case on me. Okay. Age is not 20. I will make it 55. I don't know it is right or wrong, but let me make it 55. And here I have to choose which option. Where is that? Married option is that I want to select the married. So actually by default it is married, but you have an option. If you want to select it, what is the option for you? You will know that you have an option to select value equal to 4. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
You will see value equal to 4. It is working. Just go and copy paste it here. I know it is by default, but I'm telling you that if you want to do it, you can do it anything here. Let me paste it here. And you will see, you will get the option. Oh, let me run it. Salman Khan 55, unmarried. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
So the thing is that actually you can handle any element directly. You don't need any other function for that. But from the interview perspective, definitely he will ask you a question or she will ask you a question, how you are going to handle a drop down. And trust me, you can do one thing. First of all, tell me, sir, I can handle it directly with this way, but there is a dedicated class available in the Selenium. I will tell you in the next session, but I'm just giving a name, and that is called select. उस क्लास का नाम क्या है? Select.
Select.
और उस class
This
का नाम
is specifically for drop down only, right?
Yes,
Select
it is
class.
only for drop down. And why the name of this class is select? Actually, you will go and focus. What is the actual tag name of a drop down? What is the actual tag name?
Correct.
Yeah, they were very intelligent. They actually take the name of the class on the basis of tag name of the main drop down. Getting my point?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
तो मैंने क्या कर दिया? I have again just pinched the knife कि select में ऐसे होता है. कैसे होता है? Just meet me on the next episode. Is it okay?
Pradeep, one thing is pending now with the pop-up blocker on the else condition. Let's enter some new values and turn the pop-up blocker on.
No. So you are saying that pop-up blocker is on or off? Okay, pop-up
No,
blocker
no,
is on.
turn on the
Okay.
pop-up blocker
Okay.
now. Yeah.
The thing is that we can actually, what happens that we can handle it for that purpose. There is, you can say, the concept comes into the picture. I'm not going to handle it. That is because the thing is that usually people do not use it. That is called capability. That is called capability. आप क्या कर सकते हो? If you want to handle something that is totally depends on the setting part. आपके यहाँ पे settings होता है ना? This one?
Yes.
यहाँ पे बहुत सारी
Yes.
setting होती है. Even
Like
you have a
SSL certificates, right?
so many things are there. You have a Ssl certificate. You have a, you can say, you have a setting that you cannot interact. आप यहाँ पे ये भी कर सकते हो. You cannot interact with the browser. है ना? आप बहुत सारी setting कर सकते हो. The thing is that if you want to handle with this features, you want to control it. Actually, you have two things. पहला तो, the thing is that, tell me one thing, in real life what happens? आप automation क्यों कर रहे हो? That you can test your functionality, or you are testing it कि आपको लगता है कि ये जो ब्राउजर में ब्लॉकर होगा, इसको कोई बंदा ब्लॉकर करेगा नहीं और ऐसे ही काम करेगा. वो क्या करेगा? He know that because it is a not part of your web application, it is a part of browser. तो वो ब्राउजर में क्या करेगा? पॉपअप को ब्लॉक करेगा, नहीं करेगा, it's their choice. Yes or no?
Yes.
अगर आपको ऐसा करना है, it is your, you can say, you are really needed it, you are stuck. Without it, you cannot proceed. That is not the case. Because जब आप automation करते हो, whenever you are trying to make automation and you want to run it, you are going to create an environment for that. You know? Yes or no?
Yes.
तो आप ब्राउजर में कभी ऐसा थोड़ा करोगे. पॉपअप में तो आप क्या करोगे? You will set the settings of the browser before running the automation. लेकिन अगर आपको ऐसा करना है, this is the situation, then you have to write a code that is called desire cap.